Hey, what's up everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. So I'm fresh off homework on our draft, undrafted guys, two of the three, uh, Armel Traore and um, I think his name is Blake Hinson. The first guy I saw footage on was Blake Hinson, and Blake Hinson is a flat-out three-point sniper. This dude is an entire clip, man. You talk about a bucket, he shoots threes all day. Shot 43% from behind the arc, and his range stretches all the way out to Dame Lillard's Steph Curry range. He is a floor spacer extraordinaire. Now, from what I understand, he doesn't have a whole lot of other elements to his game. But he is a lethal, aggressive three-point shooter with a big personality, a lot of energy, um, and a big body. I like the size on this guy. He's really heavy for his height. I'm not sure exactly what it is, 6'6", maybe something like that, but he has a lot of lower body strength, which allows him to shoot three-point shots from far away with ease and being extremely efficient doing so. He's going to have to work on other aspects of his game, defense, playmaking. He doesn't really have a whole lot to his game outside of efficient three-point shooting, but boy is he efficient. Boy is he efficient, and his big body is going to create problems for the opponents. So I really like that piece. I think he's going to probably spend a lot of time in the G League trying to work on his game, and if he could work other elements into his game, it won't be difficult for him to get on a basketball floor. But as far as his three-point shot, I mean, you talk about sliders way up. This dude is like a 99 three-point shooter. If this was 2K, he don't miss. He don't miss, and he could shoot them from way far away. Really one of the best shooters I've seen. Like, just period. This dude doesn't miss, man. He played with Bub Carrington at Pitt, and listening to people talk about him, the one thing that they could consistently count on was his three-point shooting, and rightfully so, at 43%, which, if you know anything about basketball three-point shooting, that's very good, very good. So he picked up a pure sniper with a big body at the forward position that's going to stretch the floor beyond belief. And I think it's going to be about him developing just other aspects. So I'm excited about his future, if nothing else with South Bay, because he's going to light it all the way up. And if he can find his way onto the big team, the way that he stretches the floor is unbelievable. The way that he can just create gravity, you're going to have to respect this dude at the highest level. If he can find a way to be on the big team, there's no way that he doesn't shoot the three ball at a ridiculous level in the NBA. So I'm a big fan of Hinson. I think it's Hinson, Blake Hinson. Hope I got that right. But I definitely know his game, and I think we're gonna get to know him pretty well. Armel Traore is somebody I just watched 18 minutes of footage from, and I really love the player, man. We talk about a guy who's 6'9", I believe, 7'3" wingspan, and I didn't listen to any commentary on him, but I did read some information on him, and from what I understand, what holds him back a little bit is a knee injury that he just picked up earlier in the season in France, where he was at. And they think that knee injury could potentially be something that he has to manage for the rest of his career, and it affects his lateral movement. So we're gonna have to keep an eye open for that. But as far as him as a basketball player, this is a dude that you are going to absolutely love, Laker Nation. You're gonna love Armel Traore from France. This dude is a very fast processor. That's the first thing I want to say about this dude. Now, I think the 18 minutes of footage that I watched, it looked like it was turned up a notch on the speed. Everybody was moving just a little faster than normal, so I don't know exactly how fast he actually is, because I really do genuinely believe that video was like ×1 on the speed. You know what I'm saying? They turned it up a little bit, but even so, what I saw from him was fantastic dunker spot athlete. You put him in the dunker spot and he's going to dunk in the dunker spot. There's no question about his explosiveness, and his length carries him further. I see some Tyson Chandler flashes, maybe a little shorter. Tyson Chandler is like 7'2", but 7'1". But this dude is like a 6'9" Tyson Chandler, with much more elements to his game, in my humble opinion. He rebounds the ball. He can protect the rim. Like I said, an explosive athlete, but he also has a really nice driving handle. He could drive with the best of them. I mean, he's very comfortable handling the basketball, driving at the rim at a very fast pace. His passing is on point. You could put him in a half-court situation, and he makes passes all over the place for cutters and three-point shooters. I only seen him hit 2 threes in the 18 minutes, so he's definitely not a three-point shooter. He's just shy under 30%. But the form looks like he could work with it. I think it's a nice looking shot that he was able to toss up there. So I don't think he'll be a minus 3-point shooter if for some reason you want to play off of him. I get the feeling that with a lot of work he can create a lot of some respect back there. You know what I mean? He could create some respect, and over time he could be a nice help to our team as far as floor spacing. I never see him becoming a three-point shooter because he's already 24 years of age. So he's an older rookie, which helps us anyway. But I do think that ultimately you can make the mistake of leaving him back there and he'd probably hit it. But he's just a fantastic processor of speed. The game is never going to be too fast for this dude. If anything, he's moving faster than everybody around him. And because of his length and his explosiveness, he's an excellent cleanup guy. Clean up on the boards. He looks like he rebounds very well, especially on the offensive glass. And he's dunking the ball with that 7'3" wingspan, man. He ain't leaving nothing out there to clean up, man. He cleaned up everything. I'm a huge fan of this player, man. I think our scouts did it again. And if the knee injury isn't going to hamper him, I don't know how much of that footage I saw being from before the knee injury. That's what I wondered. Did I see pre-knee injury Traore? And if so, what does he look like now is the question. But if all of that was after the knee injury, we're picking up a pro, man. We're picking up a real pro. This dude is not going to have any problem making the big league and sticking around for a long time, if what I saw was any indication. He processes fast. He drives at the rim with ease. He seems like he cleans up very well. And defensively, he seems like he's good too. And listening to the write-up, before the knee injury, he was somebody that really did great things on both sides of the floor. He played it met 90, whatever the number of that team is that Wemby and Koulibaly was on. He was their teammate last year. So he's definitely a part of a situation that was that had some noteworthy pros on it. I think all in all, I really love what I saw from this prospect. I don't know how much of that he can still do. That's what I'm wondering about. But who he was before the knee injury, if that was any indication, I just saw 18 minutes of somebody I think I would love to have on this team, man. And somebody who I think is going to win over our crowd very quickly. Very quickly. I can think of a lot of guys that we've had at that power forward position that didn't impress me as much as he did. And although I know he's already 24, so, you know, he should be impressive at this age as a basketball player, I really, really think he's going to be probably part of our regular rotation. If what I saw is any indication of what he's going to be able to do, he's going to make the team, man. He ain't going to be in the G League for too long. Not at all. Off of the sheer notion that he can pass to shooters, pass to cutters. I mean, if, like I said, he's one of those guys where you put him in the dunker spot and he's dunking the ball. I see some Aaron Gordon in there, some Tyson Chandler in there from an explosive standpoint. But there are other elements. Like I said, he could drive at the rim better than those two. Pass probably better than both of them too, man. So I think this is a two-way player. I really do. I think he helps you on both ends of the floor at very high levels. And I'm just crossing my fingers that the footage I saw was after he came back from the knee injury. That's what I'm hoping. Because they said the knee injury took place in 2022/2023 season. So I would imagine he just got through playing the 2023-2024 season. And so I'm hoping that's where most of my highlights were from. But I honestly read that write-up after I watched those 18 minutes. So I really don't know. But 18 minutes of pure energy, fast energy too. This dude moves. Even if the speed wasn't sped up, even if the video wasn't sped up, he was still moving faster than everybody on the floor with him. I'll tell you that. And he processed things quickly. The passes that he made, quick actions. You don't have to worry about him having to worry about what he's doing once you get him the ball. Bang, bang plays quickly. Bang, 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 quick. He's moving. And so I love the pace that his team was playing at in the highlights that I saw, which was not Met 96, whatever, highlights. It was a different team he was on in that situation. But yeah, he was just the best player on the floor at all times. He really was. He was the best player on the floor at all times, and he was making plays for shooters left and right, making plays for cutters left and right, and then just catching the ball on those same plays being run for him. A very connective piece. A lot of hockey assists that he was the finisher of, and hockey assists that he was the starter of, meaning the ball goes to two people before it scores. He was somebody who was a part of a lot of those type of plays. So I'd imagine JJ Redick is going to have some things written up for him to get guys the ball and to be the recipient of a lot of scoring. So I really loved what I saw there, man. I'm telling you. I usually like what our scouts do, but I think this is one of those pieces where if what I saw for the last 18 minutes is what we're getting, then I'm about as excited about him as I was about Austin Reeves when I first saw footage of him. I kid you not. I kid you not. As excited as I was about Austin Reeves when I watched about 15 minutes of him after we went and got him out of the undrafted pool, I've seen a lot of guys that we've brought in that I've been happy with. But this guy is the damn truth, man. This guy might be the best one they've had since then. And our scouts have brought in Castleton. Our scouts have brought in some really good guys. But I think they may have outdid themselves with this one, man. I'm serious. So, Traore. And like I said, that was a hefty sample size of highlights that I just watched. It wasn't no 3-minute video. I watched 18 straight minutes, and I was entertained for 18 straight minutes, man. So look out for that dude. Both of these guys that we brought in, like I said, the third guy I just heard about, I think he's an undersized guard of some sort. I don't know what his name is. I forgot, and I have to do homework to see some highlights on him. So I'm absolutely clueless about the third guy. But these first two, what I think we've just brought to our team was fire. Absolute and utter fire. And what I mean by that is energetic, spirited personalities. Not just basketball players, but dudes that are going to dunk the ball and scream in your face. You understand? Like, it ain't just about the basketball play. It's the personalities of these people. Fast movers, energetic guys, killer instinct, screamers. Connect's going to be like that. Hinson's going to be like that. And Traore is going to be like that. All three of these dudes are coming in and they're going to be competitive. That's what I'm trying to express to you. It's a certain competitive nature that bled through the film on all three of these guys, man. So I think we're going to be a much more spirited team this year, man. There's a certain element that we brought to this team. They're looking for something specific, and they found it, man. I'm telling you. You're going to have some dudes that are going to energetically instill real confidence into this unit that we have, man. And if those prospects make the team, you're going to see a much more explosive basketball team this season. If those three, Connect's obviously already on the squad, but if Traore and Hinson, I believe it is, make the team, you're going to see what I'm talking about, man. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. And if that energy isn't in the big league, it's certainly going to be in the G League South Bay Lakers. Either way, our organization just brought some ferocious, monstrous personalities and basketball players to this team, man, with a killer instinct. Absolute killer instinct. So I couldn't be more excited. I love those two prospects, man. I do think we're going to have to work with them both to get them where they need to be. They will spend some time in the G League, but I think we knocked it out the park. And Traore may be the best player they've scouted since Austin, truthfully. And I think that his age had him dropped to undrafted, and the knee injury coupled with that age is ultimately why he didn't get drafted. But if we can get him healthy, he's exactly what we need. Age is not a minus for us. We want older rookies. We've had success with older rookies, so that's not a thing for us. So I tell you, we got some of the best scouts in basketball. I really believe that. Us and Memphis are the two teams that stand out for me as terms as you know they're gonna find something. And we just gotta be able to empower our scouts a little more by making sure they have draft picks. But even when we don't, we go into the undrafted pool and we find stuff, man. We went all the way to France for this guy. And I think it's going to be 29 other teams that are going to be wondering how the hell they didn't get Traore, man. I kid you not. I was excited about everybody they brought in. I remember being pretty excited about Fudge and some of the other dudes that we brought in on two-way contracts last year. But Traore is better than everybody we brought in on two-way last year, man. I'm telling you right now, including Castleton. And I love Castleton. And I'm happy he's here, and I told us to go get Castleton. I like this dude more than Castleton, man. I kid you not. Traore is a monster. And so hopefully his health will permit so he can have a nice long career. Hopefully the knee will not be a problem. But we're going to have to expect for him to have to miss some games with the knee or something like that. It's just going to be what the write-up basically told us is going to happen. But if we can get him to 100% health, we got us a stud there, man. That's a gem, an absolute gem. And so I'm excited about both of them, man. Just very excited about both of these players. And I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's coming. We got some really good rookies, man. Dalton Connect is just going to fire us up all the way up, man. Staples Center/Crypto.com Arena is going to be more fired up about this team than we were last year, man. Because once you start seeing some of the dudes they just brought in, and Darvin Ham's not going to be here. You're going to have J.J. Redick fired up and focused. It's going to be a fun year, man. I can already tell. The brand of basketball, the shooting, it's going to be a fun year. I already know. Bronny James and the LeBron James factor, this is a different type of year, man. And I don't know if we're going to be able to win a championship. Like I said, I don't think our ceiling is championship. But if you keep on bringing me Torres and connects and players like that, we're gonna be a better playoff team than we were the last 2 years. I'll tell you that. If we can get them worked in, Max Christie, we're gonna be an explosive basketball team, man. I'm just telling people right now, because I already see the elements they're bringing to this situation, and I like where it's headed. I really do. So that's what I want to say, man. I think the Los Angeles Lakers are gonna shock some people. I really do. BDL 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.